All right, it's your boy Swisher ENT back with another video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Just more information on the Titan Ocean Gate submarine that imploded. They're trying to search for answers. So this is just a little bit more information about what might have happened and some of the steps that may have been skipped when designing and creating and building this submarine. But make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Let's go.
As families mourn the loss of their loved ones aboard the Titan submersible, officials are now investigating what went wrong. An international coalition remains on site, scouring the Atlantic Ocean for more debris from the vessel.
Whoa.
CBS News
Is that a robot
correspondent
dog?
Roxana Saberi brings us the
I
latest.
ain't never seen that before.
The
Technology,
search for
boy.
the submersible survivors is now a search for answers as investigators analyze debris found on the ocean floor to find out what went wrong.
Well, you can x-ray pieces to check for tiny cracks that might develop in the metal. And
David Marquet is a retired Navy submarine captain.
it's going to be hard to distinguish, well, was this because it blew apart?
The Coast Guard says the 22-foot Titan broke into fields of debris, including its nose cone and both ends of the pressure hull, made of carbon fiber and titanium. The hull likely imploded under what Marquet says is water pressure amounting to the weight of the Empire State Building.
Did carbon fiber present a risk?
We don't have a lot of experience. What happens when it gets frozen and compressed and then warmed and relaxed?
Titanic director James Cameron is an expert on deepwater exploration. He also felt the use of carbon fiber posed a risk.
I was very suspect of the technology that they were using. I wouldn't have gotten in that sub.
See, the thing is, like, if it would have worked out, because it has worked before. They have been down there. They have seen the Titanic in the same device. So if it would have worked out this time, no one would be saying these certain type of things. But since it didn't work out, everybody has something negative to say. Everybody all of a sudden is a submarine expert and all this other things. This man that just talked, he definitely is a submarine expert, and he probably still wouldn't have got into it. But we're talking about the masses, social media, a lot of jokes and stuff. I don't know. It just seems crazy. Great idea, poor execution.
There are growing questions tonight that safety concerns were ignored by OceanGate CEO Stockton Rush, who was piloting the Titan and is among those killed. Here he is brushing off warnings in 2021.
I mean, the carbon fiber and titanium, there's a rule you don't do that. Well, I did. It's picking the rules that you break that are the ones that will add value to others and add value to society.
Deep sea expert Rob McCallum says Rush also dismissed his safety concerns.
He took it as a personal insult, a personal threat. No one should ever take safety as a personal threat.
Now family members of the 5 people killed in the Titan implosion are mourning their loved ones. John Pascal lost his stepfather, Paul-Henri Nargeolet.
I think it means a lot that he spent his final moments, near a scene in the world that meant so much to him.
Roxana Saberi is with us now. Roxana, let's turn back to that interview with Rob McCallum, pardon me. What else did he tell you about his conversations and what concerned him?
Well, Catherine, he told us that he had told Stockton Rush a few years ago that he was concerned about the quality of the materials that Rush was using in building the Titan, mainly building with carbon fiber, as we mentioned in the piece. And McCollum said that Rush was paying passengers in danger by using that kind of material. He also highlighted the fact that Rush was buying products off of the shelves of stores like Home Depot and Amazon to use in the submersible. And McCollum says he was alarmed about the culture at OceanGate. He says anytime anyone raised a safety concern there, that Rush would take it as a personal affront. But the main thing McCollum said was that Rush didn't go through the usual process of certifying the Titan, which would have required meeting certain safety standards. And when I asked McCollum if there should actually be more regulations on these kind of vehicles required by law, he said, well, there should be, but if Rush had followed rules and standards, this would not have happened. Catherine?
And in our final few seconds, Roxana, what will the next stage of this investigation look like?
Well, the Coast Guard says experts will analyze the debris they've been finding on the ocean floor, trying to figure out when the implosion happened and how. We also know that both Canada and the U.S. have now launched investigations into the implosion of the Titan to answer some of those questions. Catherine?
Roxana Saberi, thank you for your extraordinary reporting all week long on this very sad.
See, like, that's the thing. If it would have worked out, wouldn't be all this stuff. Since it didn't, it's a lot of criticism. I wonder who this guy was. Was he like a billionaire, kind of like Elon Musk and them building these new ways of travel for the future for people? You got Elon trying to take people to the moon or to space, not necessarily to the moon. You got Jeff Bezos also has a space thing going on. This guy was just doing a submarine thing for people to go see the Titanic. Well, this is like a new way of entertainment. You know, they always think of some way to make money business, and 250,000 per person to go down there. It seems like it was in the early days, the early trials. And like with anything you do, is going to be some type of negativity that happens when you have the first to do something. You're the first to get on the train when trains were invented. You're the first to get on the plane. You're the first to get in the car. There were casualties. So, you know, my condolences to the 5 people that lost their lives and their families. You got to pray for them, and you know, you just got to understand how these things work. In order for you to be able to get on a plane now or drive a car, some people had to die. But you already know what it is, man. Swisherent. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button once again. I'm out. Peace.